Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Just another roundup pre AC Milan catch up. So today's been interesting listening to Slot and Alison Becker. Really just giving their views in regards to a bit about the game previously, and obviously more about AC Milan and the challenge coming up tomorrow. So Alison Becker, first up on the bat, just really talking about, and obviously he's bilingual, Mr. Intelligenza. So basically, just talking about his experience in AC Milan. I think he goes to holiday there sometimes, and just really talking him up, and at times giving away a little bit too much information. Please, Alison, don't be talking about our tactics and what we do. Just keep it on the wraps. But just really, talk about respect for their players, etc. And also, quite eloquently, talking about the need to start controlling the amount of games that the players are playing. Because obviously, that's something that's going to really start hitting the fan, I think, soon. The amount of games players are playing, the amount of injuries we're getting. So he was really just talking about trying to have a dialogue and connectivity between the different factors, which you got the media, you got the TV rights people, you've got Sky Sports, all that kind of stuff, and obviously you've got the players and you've got the clubs, you've got the fans, and it's about trying to have a little conversation and coming up with in a one approach, because obviously there's a lot of games being played now. We've got the new format of the Champions League. That's again more games, and I think the players feel that it's about time to get listened to. So really just articulate himself and really doing it really well. And then obviously Slot was just talking about the game ahead and touching on, obviously, as questions came, a bit about, I think, a bit of frustration still for our previous loss, and in regards to the fact that we didn't play well and many of our players didn't really turn up. And, just obviously, I think behind the scenes, he's going to make sure that's corrected. And obviously, it starts with AC Milan. Sounds like it's we're going to have some players, I think, rested, and some players obviously will have an opportunity to actually come and actually give themselves a chance to get into the squad, also the starting 11. I think talked a little bit about McAllister and his injury, and just said that he expects McAllister to be playing, which is obviously gave that game away. So if I look at the game ahead, my view, it's really about an opportunity to just reset the wheel, start again, and just sometimes when you're developing these things, you can get this little cogs in the wheel, and it's just about get it reset, start again. So what we want to see is a bit faster paced football, but still the slop style, still to hopefully dominate possession, but that'll be hard when we're playing them away. But really more control and actually more creating chances. So if I looked at it, what would be my starting 11? So it looks clearly like Alisson will be starting. Virgil. I've got a sneaky feeling, but I could be wrong, that maybe Kwanzaa could start. I know Kanate gave away a lot of fouls, but I think more in terms of just resting players. And Kanate is one that he has historically picked up injuries. So I think we could see Kwanzaa starting. I expect to see Tsimikas at left back. And I would say I'll expect to see Trent at right back. It would be nice to give some Bradley some game time. But I think we're going to see Trent on right back. So that's the back five with the goalkeeper sorted. I would expect to see Grav. I don't think it's a game that we can see Endos playing. Maybe coming on late on. But I think Grav will be in his normal position with that one. I would then expect again to see Szoboszlai, who was disappointing, and there was a little comments about Szoboszlai as well. And I think the manager expects a bit more goals threats from him, which I think we should all do. So Szoboszlai and McAllister. So I expect that midfield to stay the same. I would expect Gakpo to start on the left, more just to give Diaz some rest, but may not be the case. I would expect Nunes to come in. I think we need to give agent of mayhem an opportunity to actually get himself some minutes here. So I think Nunes will start, and I think Salah will start with possibly Chiesa coming off the bench later. I would expect that to be the team for the game. It's really important with this new format that we hit the ground running, and I think nothing but a victory. I'm not even looking for a draw. I think a victory is needed. I think we need to just make people think that, okay, it was a blip against Nottingham Forest, and that Slop has addressed it, and we are going to be a threat this season. That's what I'm looking for in the game. We do need to keep the crowd quiet. We do need to play that possession football, but penetratively. And it's important that I think some of these players actually take a bit of responsibility for the last game. I think we touched on it before. There was obviously a bit of jet lag, internationals, tiredness. Just players don't set themselves back, and even City could have gone the same way as we did if it wasn't for the fact they're just so much more clinical. So really, I don't feel a lot of the teams that actually have a lot of international players probably came back really refreshed. Even Arsenal, when you look at Arsenal, I didn't think that was a great game against Tottenham. I thought yes, it was they were quite defensive, but this is what you'd expect at the international break when players come back. So it's important that we just dust ourselves up, and I feel that AC Milan is the game that we need to show that this slot wheel is live, kicking. We're going to get to where we need to get to. Yeah, it's about a destination, journey. And, the players are backing a manager. And I expect us to get a win. So, and also, just before we sign off, happy birthday in advance to Slop. It's his birthday tomorrow, so happy birthday. And that'd be nice to get some 3 points in this new format. Please give me your opinions, comments, as I'm trying to grow this channel. As you can see, it's important that we're consistent, and I really want to do that in terms of providing more content and consistency. And like I said, the plan is to start having debates and panelists. So please just share, like, subscribe, and click on the notifications, and give me some comments. And it's always appreciated. It's love of the sport, love of the club, which drives me to do my content. So thank you very much for listening. All the best, and have a great day. Thank you.